There was a lot more going against Empire Strikes Back when it first came out, as it was much more explicit about Star Wars becoming a franchise. However, the fact that it was a smash success can be attributed to several major factors behind the scenes, which I feel the rest of the franchise really should have learnt from. Firstly, when it came to expanding this universe and having more explicit unanswered questions, George Lucas made sure to have those answers not only ready, but knowing when exactly he was going to answer them. All these creative ideas really worked thanks to George Lucas's passion to do them justice. So the idea of having the film end on a dramatic cliffhanger, it allowed for a mutual understanding between the filmmakers and the audience, knowing that these issues will get resolved, and as such they feel excited for the next entry rather than disappointed and feeling this was an incomplete experience. However, following on from this, it was important to establish this film as an important entry in its own right rather than just set up for the next film, by not only having character development for the heroes but also for the Empire itself, and showing all the different generals which fear Lord Vader, gives them some depth and doesn't just write them off as one-dimensional villains. In fact, the darker tone of this film establishes that it really wants to break away from the fairy tale format that A New Hope had, and showed the reality that even with the destruction of the Death Star, the Empire is still around and isn't going to give up that easily. And finally, actually seeking out support for the areas that George Lucas personally struggled with. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if the emotional beats of the story, the romance between Han and Leia, and the reveal of who Darth Vader really is, likely would have fallen flat without the direction of Irvin Kershner. Plus, his general filmmaking is incredibly dynamic, allowing this to be one of the most timeless entries in the franchise.